Well, my alarm went off and now like the video I started filming is not working. So, hey, if I am able, was that intro even good? I don't know. So I guess I just like start over. If I'm able to like merge it, then I guess you'll be listening to the same thing twice. But the odds of me like, you know what? It's just like, this is the new intro. Let's start right now. Hey, what's up you guys? How are you guys doing today? I am doing fantastic. Woo! So I was literally in the middle of talking about how like the glam room's like slowly coming together. As you guys can see, it's like way better than last time and the last video too. I am not blinded by the sun because I put up some curtains yesterday. However, it is scorching hot in here. Like when I say scorching, I mean like it's probably about like 30 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit, that's probably like 120 or something. I don't know. Actually, is 100 Fahrenheit? Is it 100 Fahrenheit or 100 Celsius? That's like the water boiling point. I'm really like... Maybe it's Celsius. 100 Celsius? Because I feel like I've never experienced like 100 Celsius weather. Usually like in Cannes when it's like warm, I guess we get like 30, and it feels like you're cooking, you know? If you're sweating from 30 degrees, then I guess 100 Celsius is probably like a water boiling point dupe. Because I feel like in places in the States, they do hit 100 Fahrenheit, like Vegas and stuff. I don't know, so I guess I just answered to my own question. I believe the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius, and I came to that conclusion with logic, which is underused these days. So, how's everyone doing? How was everyone's week? Oh, just broke. You know what? Maybe that's a sign. Maybe that is a sign. So, how was everyone's week? What? No way. You went rock climbing? I really want to go rock climbing before the end of like, okay, I know, like, oh my god, I feel like I was literally just in the middle. I had like such a good flow going on, but my timer went off because I was really trying to be like so on schedule today, and turns out I like low-key was. So I was like, you know what? By 3, I need to be sitting in the makeup chair. That's what I told myself. So like this morning, I like woke up at like 11. I was like, okay, let's start by the wig. I want super straight hair. And I was like, 1 hour will be fine for the wig. Took me an hour and a half. So, well, you know, you want something to do some. And I was like, I need a full body shave because my hair was like kind of like starting to grow a little wild. So I was like, okay, let's like for sure do that. Like, we have to right now. Like, it's not a want, it's a need. So that's what I did, but that also took me an hour instead of like 30 minutes. Because it was like, you know when your hair is like too long for the razor, but it's also like not that long for it to be needed to be like trimmed. At first I was like, maybe I should trim it, but not gonna lie you guys, every time I try to trim with like a buzz or something, I just feel like it irritates my skin. So I was like, you know what, let's just take that extra time. If anything, that is so like, it'll just be like a little time for myself, you know? Like, when's the last time you spent like, I feel like doing body shaves is like such a little like relaxing experience that you like encounter, you know? Like you're just, this is gonna sound weird, but like you're touching every part of yourself with the razor, and you're paying attention to like every part of your body, And I don't know, I think there's something very endearing about it. Now, if you were to ask me to elaborate on it, I don't think I could do that, because I'm not sure I personally get it either, but it's like for sure a feeling that I'm feeling, you know? And what more can I do than to just convey how is it that I'm like, feeling, you know? So I apparently decided I was using the ashiest concealer all over my face, and now I'm like regretting. So let's go in with a little bit more, maybe some warmer vibes, happier tones, at least on the chin. Also looks like I smudged some dirt around my face, so that's like, oh, there was a product I wanted to try the other day that I didn't. Let's try the, I got, where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Ooh, we're gonna try this, maybe Ben Nye Cream Shadow in brown. And I kind of want to see what this looks like, you know. Ooh, very pigmented for sure. You want to know something? I actually quite enjoy this color. Wow. I thought it was going to be a little cooler, like the tones were going to look a little more cool tones, but this is actually quite warm. Whoa, I will be using this again. And look how pretty that looks. Just like that, I feel like this legit saved my makeup right now. Like, for sure. Wow, and look at the finish on this. Breathtaking. This is Paula approved. Wow. Okay, so now let's move on to concealer. I'm like, I can't stop looking at how, at least I shaved my nose hair, so, you know, I'm being like kind to myself, but also I need to keep somewhat of a due diligence in regards of some stuff that are not always regarded as priorities, or perhaps things that are just misleading to the extent of confusion or just not paying attention. But ultimately, I really do believe that it doesn't matter. It's really just about enjoying the process for yourself, you know? Because if you are looking away, I don't think that's necessarily a slay. Unless you're a mess, I don't think you should pay or buy your shoes at Payless. Not that less is more, but sometimes more is less, more or less. Did you guys watch the Mendez Brothers? I thought it was interesting nonetheless. I did that. I do love Ryan Murphy. I think he's a great whatever it is that he does. I think he's great at it. producer? I'm not sure. I have my tea sitting here. Let's. You know, when I have my tea, that means I'm doing good, you guys. I've been, oh my god, so the other day at work, this girl was explaining to me. So I've been also actually doing very good with, and like not doing it. And yesterday I got a bop, and I was like, oh, I'll just did it, and hadn't baked in a while, actually in like 10 days or something. And before that I had like such a long streak, but then I had like, I feel like all summer I kind of was like vaping. And anyways, so now I was like, yesterday I got one, and I kind of had like an epiphany moment like at the end of the night. And this girl told me, she said, you know, after 2 months, the cravings are gone. Like, you're not gonna crave it, you're not gonna like want it anymore, but you need to wait 2 months, and you need to not have any like Vic in your body, and that way you'll like be kind of cured. And mind you, during the pandemic, I fully stopped. I remember before that, I used to be like a vapor, like a real. Babe, if anything, I smelled like blueberry ice 20. My mom would get into my room and be like, oh my god, it smells so good in here. It smells like candy. What are you having? And I'm like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. It's just like my. Anyways, and during the pandemic, I remember I quit at one point because like everything was closed, and I also have been wanting to stop for a while. And I was like, you know what? Let's just stop right now. So I stopped, and I didn't. I want to say I probably went for a good year without any Vic or anything. And I was like, whoa. And I remember that back then, the thing is that I feel like stopping is not hard. I think it's who you hang out with. When you're around people who bespoke, and they're always, you know, like your surroundings or what the vibes are, what your work is. It's all about temptations, right? And I feel like sometimes you need to be like very strong. I think it's quite hard to like, there's always people that are talking about how, oh, my mom like completely stopped the next day and then never touched one again. And it's like, whoa, cool. But the thing is, I believe that my problem with all of these is that I don't breathe enough. And I kind of like had forgot about breathing again. But now I'm like thinking about it, and I'm like, don't forget to breathe. So I'm breathing, and I'm gonna try this. I'm very motivated to like just, I think 2 months is really not that hard. So that means December 1st is technically when I could have one, and not like, but you know what? I feel like I kind of just need to never do it again. You know? Just like, we're past 25. I get that it's fun. I get that it's like cute, but it ages you wildly. Like wildly. Okay, I'm gonna try what Heavy Cobra always says. So you wanna tap your thing in your end, and then you wanna go and set it. Would I say that worked wonders? No. Well, maybe. Let's see the other side. I wouldn't go like above and beyond to say that this absolutely, well, maybe. Hold on. Let's do this like for real, for real. Let's like coat that puff up using my Fit Me powder. And so Adia used that on me, and then she said, yeah, I only used that on you because it was cheap. And I can't tell if she was joking or if she was for real, because I'm not gonna lie, I have been like enjoying this powder a little, and I feel like the main reason why I got it is because after she used it on me, I kept like seeing people like use it, and I was like, okay, well, I guess that. And maybe it's not always about the price, you know? It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need no money. I mean, it looks very light, if anything. Like, lightweight. So I'm tapping on my... I think I like it. I think I like that technique. And I think I like that powder. Even if it's like a little on the... And I used to really dislike being in hot environments, but right now, you wanna know something? I feel cozy. I feel relaxed. This is kind of F. I don't like that though. It's like breaking my flow. I'm gonna move to a different powder now. And I'm gonna still use a puff because why not? We're gonna use the Marcel. I tried to pat it on my hand. And then what am I supposed to do? I feel like because the lighting is so what if I went like that instead? What do I look like right now? Like debating, would it be better if I just went like, I think it would just, not cool. Not cool. I need to figure out the light situation because I can't be dealing with that. Okay, moving on. Let me just... Okay, I believe we said it and we forget it. Now, let's move on to other steps, which basically would consist of bronzing, highlighting. So we're gonna start with maybe a little bit of highlighting actually. I'm gonna use my 240S and this pink shade that I believe is called Emphasis. Accentuate. I take that back. And I'm gonna run that basically here. So I know that I'm doing straight hair. I did the wig this morning, so it's straight long black hair. I have a black dress that I'm like kind of like wondering. I'm like, ooh, is it too black on black? But then I'm like, what else would I wear with that? You know, what else could I wear? What could be cute with like straight black hair? I feel like even if it's black, who cares? So you might be telling yourself like, hey, Paul, it kind of looks like your mustache is like peaking right now. And you're absolutely right. I don't know what's that about. I'm just gonna blame it on the lighting, you know, like, what is there to do? I'm now moving in with blush. Moving in was like quite the word, because whoa, that is a gorgeous color though. The thing with blush is, okay, you guys, I think I need a new setup. I think I need to work on that. Like, there's a few things. So I feel like every time I have an apartment, I always go crazy about settling like the few like first weeks. I try to make it perfect, and then I'll leave like a few things like not done for like so long, and then I feel like I only fix it before it's time to move, because the whole entire time I'm like, well, now it's like, is it even like worth doing anything? Like, I'm not gonna be there soon. So I feel like these are very crucial ones for me. I really need to get it together, but also I feel like if I manage to pull off everything, I do feel like this could be like a home for a while. I've really been loving this unit. Honestly, you guys. Like, I feel like I live in a magazine. Like, I get home and I'm like, oh, I can breathe. I can sit on a sofa, which I feel like sofas are so under. Like, a good living room and a good dining room is so undervalued. Like, I never realized how, whoa, these are quite important places in your house. And I feel like growing up, never really thought of on anything, you know, like, it's not what I'm trying to say, but I feel as though my parents had very different styles than I do. Like, I feel like my dad is just like a straight man, so like, yeah. And that my mom really loves antiques and bright colored wall. However, she's very, I feel like my mom has a few great pieces, like a few like very good antiques that I'm like, whoa, okay, this I actually want for like, you know, one day when I have a cottage and stuff. Would I actually have a cottage? I feel like I would need a car first, because how am I gonna get to the cottage? I really need to, this also I need to do, like my driver's license, like hello. What is happening? How am I gonna drive a Rolls Royce if I don't have a driver's license, you guys? Okay, so this was just Physician Formula bronzer. I'm gonna have to mini butter bronzer. How is this butter? Cocoa butter. Okay. This mug is burning my fingers. What's your favorite dish? Probably a mug. Just because the old stuff. I think I'm gonna do a very, very humble bake. Humble, no. What's the other word? Not humble. A very, like, how would you say? It's like same vibe as humble, I feel. But it's like to say something that's like not too much, very discreet. Maybe it's discreet. I don't know. What is the word? Humble. It's not humble for sure. And it's not demure. Take a photo because one of the girls at work is always curious as to how I do my nose. So this is kind of like what I do. I do bronzer on it, then I go you know what's wild? I cranked up that AC and I just know that it's probably freezing in the rest of the apartment right now. But in here, we're so good. I'm like in my little briefs. Just living life. And then today, I really want to do super dark brows. Like I haven't done like dark brows in a minute. Like probably a year or maybe more. Like I feel like light brows just suit me so well that I kind of am like, why would I look back even, you know? But hey, what is there to do? What is there to do? Because at the end of the day, people, they come, they go. I will say, I think it's like kind of devastating when you like meet someone and I realize I was kind of close to this girl. And now the other day I go to Instagram and I'm like, oh, interesting. Now, to be fair, I did like somewhat neglect the friendship, but I think it was like mutual. I'm sure she would blame me though, because that's what she was good at. Blaming others. Actually, all of them are like that. Everyone's always blaming someone else but themselves. I feel like just owning up to what you do, so not that hard. I'm sorry. Do you see how easy that was? You don't need to mean it. Sometimes it's just like polite to just say it so someone feels like. I think you can't necessarily mean it, but at least if you can show compassion or understand where the person's coming from, I think that you're already like a few steps ahead, you know? You're like, that's nice. I think that's, all things considered, that might be, hey you guys, I even did my brows, wow. But I think that all things considered, it's very polite. Like, it's just, and I feel like sometimes I love it when someone just acknowledges that, you know what? I think that's actually a big thing for me. I really find it important for someone to acknowledge like that they understood how something made me feel, or Also, look how like this hair is like slowly growing, you guys. Woo! Biggest regret, I should have just like left it alone to grow, but hey. You win some, you lose some. Like this one is like thriving. We're so good. We're so good. Okay, let's just give it like 2 minutes to set. And let's take that time to look up. What kind of eyeshadow moment do we want to do, divas? I have this green right here that I feel like maybe could feel like a greenish blue. Sometimes that looks cute. And I think I have, if you give it just 2 seconds. This right here, which I haven't, ooh. Oh. I can't tell if that's like well mixed or not. Okay, so I say we'll try without, and then maybe we'll put on top and then up. You know what I mean? Like we'll see what the vibes are. We'll get. We shall cross that bridge once we get there. But right now, it is not my priority. Also, with these patterns, I'm not realizing I need to be clean as I go, because at one point you open your makeup drawer and you're like, oh, now what is happening here, Diva? And it's always like quite bamboozling. I don't know why I saw one of the girls the other day with that, and I was like, let's give it a try. When's the last time you tried that on? Way too much on my brush. Let's look. Is this doing anything? Oh, I can't tell. I think it did something. Had to. And I'm gonna like slowly wipe off the edges of that bake. And I might also do the forehead too. Anyways, I'm gonna have bangs on, so who ultimately really is worried about that, you know? So I shave my whole entire body, and then I get out and I look at the back of my neck. So when does that happen? How does it happen? What's the process of just growing back hair like that, uncalled, out of nowhere? I'm like bamboozled, to be absolutely like vulnerable. I was very like taken aback because I was like, oh, there's no way. I probably did throw it away. Did I? I had like the perfect brown for my brows. It was like super dark. Gone in the bin. Well, hey. You know what? Let's use the brown essence. Like a brown eyebrow something. Not even brown, like for the eyes. I feel like that'll make it look still nice. I am not worried at all. Now I'm gonna go with an angle brush and I'm gonna perfect that. Oh my god, you guys, we had a baby kitten for 2 days. That was the cutest experience of my life. I haven't seen a baby cat in, I don't remember when was the last time even I saw a baby cat. He was the cutest thing ever, kept jumping into all the plants. So at first I was like, oh, should we keep him? And then I was like, no, I don't want it. I don't want a cat that's jumping in plants. That's stressing me out. That house is fully white. Him doing his claws on the couch. He was kind of wild, but you guys, when I tell you, because all I did was take naps. And he, like, for some reason, he kept, like, running around. But when I would go take a nap, he would come and, like, cuddle. And I was like, this is the first time that I've been touched by a cat. I feel like my cats did not like me. And I love them so much. Like, I feel like they did like me. Like, they would come see me and stuff. But they just were not affectionate, you know? Actually, I feel like if we're gonna get into it, I feel like I used to be such an affectionate person. Like, I used to love, like, cuddling and loving. Just, I used to love to love. And then, I feel like it all started with one of my exes who didn't like to cuddle, which in hindsight was ironic. Well, was it? The find ironic. Because I can't even define it right now. I don't even know what I mean. But, so then I feel like, because I used to be such like a cuddly like person. And then I met other people that still weren't cuddly. Like they're like, oh yeah, I don't really like to cuddle. So maybe I'm just like, I wonder what's that about. Anyways, but also I feel like I never really like, every time someone like touches me, like that I don't like know super well, I'm always taken aback. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. If you're not good looking, I don't like it. Otherwise, it's fine. Like, I think that everyone's a little vain, like, if we keep it a buck. These brows are a little dark, eh? But why do I love it? I think I'm gonna, I kind of want to set them, but I feel like every time I set powders on top of brows, sometimes it just like looks a little, let's just still give it a try. I'm gonna use this at least like on the outer corner, you know. Also, do you guys ever just have these moments where you're like, just right now as I'm setting my brow, I'm like, just realized someone sent me a message maybe a week ago saying, call me when you have a minute or two. Never did. And now I'm like, okay, after a week, is it like too late to call, or should I, like, what should I do? My thing is, what if it's like some BS, you know? I don't necessarily want to like, it's not necessarily like the vibe these days, you know? Okay, I'm kind of like loving the brows. Let's carve them out. Clean that brush as well. Okay, you know what? I keep seeing people say that you should carve your brows with your foundation. So I'm gonna try doing that. Okay, there it is. Let's use like the tiniest little bit of foundation. I kind of want to remove the clues why I just did that. Like, actually, no clues. But also, I feel like if I'm gonna go with like light colors, isn't that gonna look like weird? I don't know, you guys. Let's ask the audience. Okay, fantastic. Now we're gonna be replicating that on the other side. Okay. So I'd say that this step is good. Now I'm like, hey, should we perhaps lighten up the eyes? I think so. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this lighter concealer shade. Gonna grab this little jewel fiber brush, eyeshadow, and then I'm just gonna kind of like lighten up my eyes. Now, was this a good call? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Let me go. I think I say we should just commit. Go for it. Maybe that deep blue. I always love that deep blue. Yeah, why waste time when we don't have any? That's what my mom used to tell me every day. Fucking sure I thought that. Okay, I'm gonna start off by using this super fluffy Lise Watier brush that really is ultimately kind of a MAC 224 dupe. Or was that what this was? Yeah, these were my favorite brushes at MAC, but look how like half of the bristles are missing now, so kind of gonna like tap that into the socket and like blend that. Now you might be thinking to yourself, whoa, it's not really pigmented, is it? No, it really looks bad right now, but always looks bad at first, you know? That's why you need to just give me like 5 minutes to look so good. So I'm like tapping into the crease. I feel like that's one of the best way, if you really don't know where your placements are, just tap your fluffy brush into like, follow your crease. Avoid the inner corner a little, you know, like don't go that far, but just tap that big fluffy brush in. Just tap it in. I'm gonna tap it in until I'm like happy with the payoff. See, I'm starting to be like, you know how like 2 minutes ago we were like, ooh, this is not really pigmented, I'm not sure about this. I know for a fact this is gonna look sickening. It's just the lighting. See, I think that right now I really like my setup. I'm just like, I'm not fond of the lighting. However, it is almost that time of the year where it gets pitch black around 4. So I feel like, if anything, I don't think that's something I should be worried about right now. Because I'm gonna get sickening lighting in a few months. But why wait a few months actually if you really are being honest with yourself? Why wait a few months? I'm going to use that same blue and I am going to apply that under my eyes, on my lower lash line. Apparently I just finished preschool yesterday because, well, technically that is under my eyes, is it? Now we're gonna go in with a clean 221, and I'm just gonna like soften up that line looks hideous. And there's this shade that's a little bit darker, but not like super dark either. I kind of want to see what this would look like in the crease. And I like it, so we're gonna put this in the crease with the tiny brush. Just like this. The inside of my kneecap is wet right now. Like, what is that about? I wiped that brush on my little makeup rag, and I'm trying to like soften everything in that corner. I don't know what's happening, but it looks god unblended. So let's just circular motions, and I also kind of want to go over here. I'm gonna go with that darker shade again, and I'm just gonna focus the outer corner a little bit more. Now I'm gonna take my 212, clean it on my rag because right now it is brown. close to the waterline. Kind of like make it pop a little bit more. Okay. Thickening. Okay, let me use these two. Fantastic. Now we're gonna go with that blue that you guys know I love. I'm gonna take this 217, wipe it up a little. I don't know what I'm gonna do when the day I run out of this, it's the day I'm doomed. So the fallout on this is wild, and where I'm like really I'm gonna repeat that on the other side. Okay. I'm gonna use this tiny little brush just for this part right here. This is the part I used to like lift off my eyes. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in with that sparkly green, and we're just gonna hope that, see, now that's what I am talking about. See how this is just cooperating with me right now? Look how I feel like the fact that I'm a little sweaty, I feel like everything is just like adhering even better. Maybe put a little bit more here. I think next time what I need to do is I need to do all of those and then add the outer corner. You know what I mean? I'm gonna use a flat brush, just put some here. Okay, lovely. Let's add brown. There is me right over here. Like so. Oops. Okay, it doesn't have to wash after. Okay. Just like so. So, you know what? I think that for the eyes, this is a wrap. Like slightly sharpen her up. And I have like this weird crease right here. Okay. Thickening. Now, I didn't use that, Okay. Maybe I just saved myself from pink eye. Let's use, I'm like debating if I maybe want to use these. I used to be obsessed with these, and I don't remember why I stopped wearing them. I think it's just simply because I lost them. I think that for today's look, we're going to use this one. I'm just going to make sure that they're well coated in black eyeliner before I try and do anything. Okay. Gonna remove them. I believe this could be quite the vibe. I cannot wait to see how these turn out. I'm gonna apply some lash glue. Parfait. Now let's do the eyeliner. I brush my lashes quick. So I kind of did like a straight line right here. I kind of need to connect her a little. So I'm gonna go with that black, well, blue. Just gonna merge them. See? Just like that. Easy, quick, fantastic. Alright, now we're moving on to mascara. think the lashes looks wild. Where is this one right now? They look hideous. I don't think I can do these. I need to put these in the trash can right now. These are disgusting. Never want to see these again. Now that messed up my eyeliner, but it's fine. Let's just quickly go redo that line. So let's use the OG of the OC, the lashes of every video, the true star of this show. And I don't even know where they're from. I really do wonder though, like where did I get these? These are so good. Like, I mean, if I paid like $20 or something, I definitely got my money back for sure. You know what I mean? These are gonna look way better for sure. Okay, perfect. Let's do this. Okay, let me do my lower lashes. What color are we gonna do for the lips? Kinda wanna do cork a little, eh? wait to do my lips after I put the plate on, just because. See, those are way better. I don't know what I was on with the other pair, but there was just no way. Okay. Okay, well, I would say that we're... Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you... Just kidding. Okay, let's do contacts. These were absolutely useless if you really think about it. This needs to go in the washing machine. Okay, it's freezing in here. Maybe not freezing. It's actually perfect weather, if anything. Now we need to go to La Basura. This is the wig. I'm hoping it comes out good. I do believe I might have played with the bangs a little too much, but you know, you win some, you lose some. What can I say? I want a Sunday kind of love, the kind of love to last Saturday night. Oh no, I want a Sunday kind of love. Lashes are gonna go, no, lashes, contacts are gonna go in 2 seconds because we're pros now. Contact line check. Lighting really is everything because, and then you go over there and it's like, oh, okay. Come on, diva. Okay, let's, I don't know how to explain this. Let me change into the look. feel like once I put the plate on, there's no way we're going back into the glam room, because then I'm gonna start sweating. And then when I start sweating, I get impatient. And then I start to, like, you know, let's just not go there, you know? So let me just put my pads on, tuck a little. Putting on my pads. You guys, I need to buy pads. I need to buy pads, I need to buy pads, I need to buy pads, because this is barbaric. This is starting to become unbecoming. It's like embarrassing. I feel like it's either that or I just don't know where to place them. Maybe that is the problem. Just place them at the wrong spot. Where now? You know what I love the most about this apartment? Walking. I love that I can walk around. Like, sounds so, like, not that serious, but it so is. Like, I have places to be. Or places to go to. Okay, well, you want to know something with this dress? Padding looks phenomenal. I wonder what I would call this video. Because what is this giving? Like Barbie? No. Khloe Kardashian on a first date. I feel like this is how it's meant to be worn, but I don't know if I like that. Just like that. I feel like I keep like about to expose someone at the other second. How else would we do it? Maybe if I just put a pencil to that side. Okay, let's put the wig on. I am so freaking nervous. I hope this looks sickening. The thing with bangs is I feel like if you don't have the right length, then it's a little bit more complicated, you know what I mean? So let's do it's a little tighter probably. It doesn't need to be super tight either. We do have quite a large dome. I feel like I could still cut them a little bit more, eh? What should I do? I can't tell if I'm like, if I love it or not. Okay, I say let's finish the lips. I think we'll keep the, I kind of like it, not gonna lie. I think there's like something romantic about it, you know? Ooh, not this one actually. Okay, now I need to find where the best lighting is for the thumbnail. If I put this there, right? Where is the sun? Okay, maybe we're in the room. Okay, so I want that, but a little closer maybe. This seems to be plenty of sun. Okay, well, I can't see anything. I'm blinded and I am starting to sweat and I might even be slightly over it. So I want to take the time to, I'm gassy. I feel like the lips are not it. I might have a lip gloss in my purse. That would be sick if it was actually. So this is a Essence lip gloss in the shade Mega Glow. Just look at how glowy everything is. Okay, well, I hope you guys really like this video. Like, I feel like I'm still trying to like find where to I might as well grab my hairbrush. Where is that? Yeah, I still have to like find where to like place myself, where to take my thumbnails. So I don't know, be patient, but you know, greatness always comes along the way because I love you guys and I cannot wait to see you guys next week. I have to film a collab with Adia, so I guess that's gonna be interesting. It's not a have, it's a want. I think overall, especially now that I have the lip gloss on, I kind of love this look, you guys. So, well, I hope that the love... I feel like I've been trying to do this outro for way too long. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next week.